Welcome, everyone, to Lock In and Go Big Law. I'm Genevieve Riccardelli, and I am the legal recruiting manager in Goodwin's New York office. And I am joined by
Jennifer Soltau, and I am the senior legal recruiting manager in Goodwin's California offices.
So why are we even here? Why did we start the podcast? I think Jennifer and I both really understood the confusion that comes from dealing with this crazy market, the changing recruiting timelines, all of the things. When I started out, 7 years ago in recruiting, I don't have my JD, I understood the deep confusion. Jennifer, you do have your JD.
I do have my JD and over a decade of legal recruiting experience, but I still very much then and now understand the deep confusion with the changing timelines and what are big law firms actually looking for. And so for us, we really wanted to provide an inside scoop, the do's and don'ts as you navigate the process of finding your dream job in big law.
Right. And who better to tell you than the people who deal with candidates on the daily? So with that, let's get into it.
For people interested in law school or in law school, we want to be that guide for folks that gives you the inside scoop you're not going to get anywhere else. We know what big law firms are actually looking for. Lock in and go big law.
All right. So we're going to start out, honestly, just by talking about legal recruiters, who we are, what we do.
And how we can help you.
Yeah.
Honestly, how can we help you during your interview process? Are we paper pushers? Maybe. Are we more?
Yeah. And some days we do a lot more.
Yeah.
Yeah. So let's just start out by saying, who are legal recruiters and what is our function in a law firm? Because I'm sure you encounter this as well. The amount of people that are like, oh, you screen candidates and you write up offer letters and bada bing, bada boom. That's what your job is.
I wish. Just kidding. Honestly, I think folks get into legal recruiting. It's not like you go to the college career fair and you're like, there's a legal recruiting table and you're like, yes, that. You get into it because at least I can speak for my journey.
Yeah.
I wanted to help people and I had my JD and I was like, okay, what do I do with this base of knowledge and, make it in a way that's applicable? And I enjoy helping people.
Yeah.
How did you get into it?
It's my favorite question to ask legal recruiters, like, how did you get into legal recruiting? Because everyone has a story. Without fail, every single person has a story. I just kind of fell into it. I ironically started working at a law firm, Goodwin, in their HR ops department because there was no recruiting function at all. And I was like, fantastic. I don't want to be a recruiter. And then a year in, alas, Khadija Hiller, our director, shout out. She was like, hey, can Genevieve come help us? And I was like, I can do recruiting for, a month, whatever.
I'll help you. Yeah.
And then I started doing it. And I was like, oh, this is actually so cool and so different and so interesting. And I would love to do this. And here I am. 7 years later,
living the dream.
She's
living the dream at Goodwin.
Yeah, and what I liked about legal recruiting is that it's cyclical, but not cyclical.
Well,
and
no
you're
longer cyclical.
No longer cyclical, but also you're doing a lot of different things, but you're really not doing just any one thing
at any given time.
Like we do event planning, but we don't just do event planning. And, we coordinate interviews, but we don't just coordinate interviews. It's like you do a lot of different things. And so it's really no 2 days look the same. And that's what I love about it.
Yeah. And I think another piece of it that I really enjoy and that I've really felt has filled my cup here at Goodwin is just being that professional business advisor to our attorneys. They come, they're really invested in the recruiting process, but they don't know how to run that legal recruiting process. They have a lot of thoughts. They know the candidates that they may be looking for, but they need that advice of what does the recruiting cycle look like? Or, they really trust us as EQ advisors, honestly, too. How is that candidate? How did they treat you? Do you feel like they'll fit in culturally to the firm? And really, we serve as those partners to the hiring partners and the hiring committees every step of the way.
Right. And it's really our job to keep the pulse on the market, whether it be summer entry-level recruiting or lateral recruiting, making sure we know what's happening in the market. Because as you said, we're the trusted advisors that we know what's going on. Attorneys, obviously, yes, they know the job, but it's not their sole job to know where the market's going, what it looks like, what's changing, what's not changing, especially with summer recruiting, everything is changing. Every 2 seconds, they come to us and we're the trusted advisors.
When we're thinking about just your entry-level relationship to a firm, the first person you're going to meet a lot of times is the recruiter, right? Whether they're on campus or we're on campus.
Yep.
And if we're on campus, come say hi.
Yeah,
we really love engaging. Like, no legal recruiter gets into this being like, I love to send emails, or maybe you do. I mean, I don't. But
I've never met one, but maybe they exist. I don't know.
We get into this because we really love to meet folks, help folks, especially engage with you, like on the entry level side. Like, I love seeing folks, and I know you do too. Like, legal recruiting loves to see you grow and develop and like find that match for your career and then grow. I think we were just talking about this recently where we have people, myself included, because I'm getting up there in experience, have folks who started out as summer associates and have made partners now, and you've seen that journey, and it's so rewarding, and that's why we do what we do, and that's really what we want to help you do. And so in terms of the entry-level process...
Again, where we come into play.
And where we come into play is, I see our roles as like twofold. You know, everyone in a law firm has a client. And like, whether that's an external client or internal client, there's a client. For us, our clients are the attorneys, you know, and our hiring committees, but they're also the candidates.
Right.
And so from my perspective, a legal recruiter should be there to, and is there, honestly, to help you answer the questions about the firm, answer any burning questions that you have.
Yeah.
Ask the recruiter, like, no questions too silly, no questions too weird. We're here to like be that liaison between, you know, the firm and what you're thinking in the recruiting process, and like breaking that down for you. And our job is to like jump on the phone with you or answer those emails.
Yeah, any questions you have.
Or take you to coffee. We want to do that. That's what we're here for. I love coffee so much.
So much, please. Yes, so definitely when we're on campus, like, we're there to answer, as Jennifer said, there to answer any questions for you. There's no question too crazy, probably. And then when it comes time to fill out the application, any application questions, like, that's where we come into play. If you have questions, if something's not working, if you're like, I submitted, I don't know if you got it. Like, did you get it? Did you not get it?
Did it go into the ether?
Yeah, did it go into the ether?
Hopefully the firm's application tracking system sends you a note. It's like, thank you for applying. I know ours does.
Ours does.
If you didn't get that note, sidebar, if you didn't get that note from us,
you should
follow up because you didn't.
Yeah,
it didn't go through.
It didn't go through.
Yeah.
And then, you know, you're interviewing. We're the ones that you're going to be speaking to.
Yeah.
You're interviewing.
What does the process look like? Can you walk me through, like, what does that look like, really? Like, is it a screen and then a full round? Like, how many people will I be meeting with?
Right.
When can
Virtual,
I expect to hear back? Yeah. When can I expect to hear back about my offer?
Or you have an offer that's expiring and you're like, hey, I haven't heard back from you guys, really interested, but I have this other offer. It's expiring in a week. Like, any possibility I can get an answer, like, we're going to work with you and try our best to accommodate you if we can. So we're your liaison for that whole process.
I would think of us as like VIP access to the interview process.
Right.
Like, we want to roll out the red carpet for you. We want to make sure that it's fruitful for you as well. I know, like, when you think about an interview process, you're like, oh, they're evaluating me, but like, you're evaluating us. And it's our job to make sure that your experience is really top-notch, white glove, and that you have everything you need to make a really informed decision. Because going into big law generally is a big decision, but then deciding where out of the plethora of firms that you can consider is, I think, an even bigger decision.
Yeah, it is. And that's a great point, because we're going to be the ones who send you the offer letter, and then, you know, you want to do a touchback, post offers, like, that's where we come in too. You'll be liaising or speaking to us to set that up. And then we can fast forward once you accept with us.
We're manifesting for you. You are accepting our offer.
You're accepting our offer with us. Then, you know, you come, well, obviously, you know, again, we're points of contact. So, you know, background checks, things like that, conflicts checks, anything like that. You hear so much from us.
We're going to be sick of us.
You're sick of us. And then you start as a summer associate, and you're not done with us yet.
There's more.
Wait, there's more. We plan all the events at our firm. We are also doing the assignments. That can differ from firm to firm. Sometimes you have different assignment. You have assigning attorneys. You know, it can work out differently. But just at our firm, we assign out the assignments. But also, again, like you said, like, we're just kind of trusted advisors. Like, if you have any weird questions that you're like, hey, like,
I going through something.
Yeah, or just even if it's like you got an email and you're like, how do I respond to this? Like, I don't know what to do.
I can't enough. Like, where do I start?
Right.
If we don't know exactly where to start, we know who does, and we'll send you to the right person.
Yeah, yeah. Or it's just like, you know, someone will, I mean, every summer people will be like, this happened with an assignment or whatever. Like, I don't really know what to do next. Or like, the assigning attorney's out on vacation. Like, what do I do? If you're like, what do I do? That's when you come to recruiting.
When in doubt, go to recruiting.
Go to recruiting. We're with you throughout summer, your midsummer check-ins, your end of summer reviews. We're with you through it all.
Yeah, we sit through those reviews. We actually compile them.
Yeah.
And so we have our finger on the pulse of like everything that's happening and what's going on. And if you have anything to speak to that, like before we go into the review process and you want to talk about it, let us walk you through it. Let's talk about whatever is on your mind on that process too. We facilitate the offer process as well. We can't overemphasize enough. Recruiting really has the finger of the pulse, like both externally but internally too. Like I said at Goodwin, I mean, we're really looked at as partners. If there's anything that we can do to help you in your process, but also like if there's anything that's going on even during your candidate experience process.
Yeah.
We're coming in and we're sharing that information as well.
Yeah. And I just think, like, honestly, to wrap this question up, like, any issues, any questions, anything, like,
call
just
me,
come.
Beat me if you want to reach me. Yeah.
Yes. Call us, call recruiting. That's what we are here for. And honestly, I like to say we've seen it all, but sometimes we haven't seen it all. But if we haven't seen it, we'll figure it out.
That's what we're here for.
That's what we're here for. Okay, and kind of this is piggybacking off of something you said, but what are maybe some false assumptions that people make about legal recruiters?
I know I made a joke. We're not paper pushers. Like, like if you're at a firm that really values the recruiting function, and I really hope that all legal recruiters feel invested in and valued, you're 100% a part of that process. Like I know here at Goodwin, we're very much a part of that process.
Yeah.
We write reviews on candidates. Every single candidate gets a review from legal recruiting.
Right.
Because our value is to like provide that inside perspective of a cultural fit as well.
Right.
And so we're really invested in the overall building of the class. Like I know for us, a lot of time the summer associates will come to me and say, my class, we love each other so much. We all get along. We hang out on the weekends. And I'm like, yes.
Yeah. Oh my God.
That is because I'm sitting there like a little puppet master behind the scenes being like, this is going to make sense because
we
want
a proud mother when that happens.
You're I'm like, all my ducklings get in a row. But it's because you were really intentional about building a class, because we think about it, or at least like recruiting thinks about it in a way that's like, okay, this is your peer group. This is going to be like,
these are the first people that you're essentially networking with, like in a corporate capacity. We don't take that lightly.
Yeah. Our jobs is to set you up for success in that and make sure that like you're in a class that you're feeling really fulfilled in, and that like really when you look back on this process, because you know we understand, like every firm understands that like not everyone's going to make partner, because it's not everyone's desire to make partner, and that's okay. But we're thinking ahead of like, what will that look like for you in your career? Like you'll have, you know, some of the people in your class will stay and make partners. Some of them will go to a client. Some of them will go do something different. And we're really providing you with those touch points and the networking points. Yeah. And we take that really seriously.
Yeah, we're partners with our hiring partners, with our hiring committees. We're not just scheduling interviews. We're not just answering phone calls. Like our hiring partners look to us for our opinions. We know what the market looks like, and that's why people are coming to us. That's a huge part of our job. Yeah.
It's the value add.
Yeah.
We have a coordinator on my team that I'm like, she's one of the hiring partners in my book. They always look to her and they're like, would you hire this person? And if she says no, that person's not getting an offer.
Yeah. No, it's true. Okay. So what are some do's of working with recruiting for, you know, law school students?
Again, do reach out, do connect with us, do be communicative with us. I think it's super important. Like, you know, if you get an offer and something's come up, or like, you know, you're in the exam period, do be communicative. Do use us as an extension and that, like I said, like that VIP access to the firm.
Yeah.
And come to us first. I think a lot of times I see people like going to the hiring partner and asking for follow-ups and things like that. Like, just come to us, because all they're going to do is like forward that email and be like,
to us,
could you please handle? And we're like, happy to.
Yes, because that's our job.
Yeah. Do yourself a favor.
Do yourself a favor.
Just like go straight.
Cut out the middleman. Yeah. Come to recruiting.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's definitely a big one. Communicate. And I think.
Do ask us for connections too. I think right now during this like crazy new process where like people are getting offers as we speak, which is nuts. Say like, hey, I want to talk to somebody who does X practice, or I want to talk to a junior associate. Use recruiting as that beacon of like connecting you with the right people, you know, connecting with you with alumni. I think people reach out directly to alumni too, but like if you need help like facilitating that process and like setting up a coffee, like come to recruiting. We're happy to help usher that process for you and make it as seamless as possible.
And also like, who it makes sense for you to talk to. I think like sometimes people, as you said, like they'll just reach out and be like, oh, I'm reaching out to this partner in this practice area. But like, to be honest, you probably want to be speaking to a junior associate, maybe a mid-level in that practice area. Like you don't necessarily want to be talking. I mean, maybe you want to be talking to a partner, but like, let's also talk about that. Like, why do you want to talk to a partner? Or what are you trying to get from that conversation? And then we can tailor it more to you. So obviously communication is a big check on how to work with recruiting. On the flip side, a big don't. Yeah, this goes hand in hand with communicating. Like, don't leave us on red for
don't
days
ghost
and for
us.
weeks. Don't ghost us, especially if you reach out and you're like, hey, I would really love, to speak to so-and-so. And we're like, hey, yes, like, let's set it up. What's your availability? And then crickets for like a week or two. It's like, okay, what happened? Yeah. So, I mean, hand in hand with communication, like just, make sure you're staying on top of that.
Don't underestimate the power of the recruiting team. I know that sounds like weird and omnipotent, but I'm just saying, like, treat everyone with kindness and respect, and we write a review about you. Like, make sure it's a really good interaction. And I'm not just talking about when we greet you at the door when you come in for your in-person interview. Like, even in the email correspondence, like, be communicative, be responsive.
Right.
That all factors into the process as well.
And be respectful in your communications. This candidate, they said they canceled the interview. I don't know that they did, but if they didn't tell us. And so when it came time for their interview, the assistant on my team, they didn't show up. So the assistant on my team calls them and is like, hey, like, interview started. Where are you?
Yeah.
Like, is everything, and honestly, to your point, like, it's like, are you okay? Like, does something happen? Like, do we need to reschedule?
I don't know why my head goes there, but it does.
But it's like, you just never know. And so this candidate like lost it and was like, I don't know why this, like literally like yelling so much so that like the assistant.
At the assistant?
Yes. And was like, I don't know why this keeps happening. Blah, blah, blah. And we were like, what do you mean? Well, we were like, what do you mean keeps happening?
We were like, this is like,
I was like, keeps happening.
Let's unpack that.
I mean, this has happened with other firms. Like, I don't know that we're the problem, but that's fine.
Yeah. Look in the mirror, friend.
Look in the mirror. But again, like that's been noted, and just don't kill it for your future self. We track everything, not to be scary, but we track everything. So just make sure that you're always putting your best foot forward, no matter what the situation may be, and just be respectful. I don't know. Do you have any stories?
No, I was just thinking about another story you recently told me. I was like, you got all the stories where
it's always New York. I don't know
what's going on. Where like someone didn't. Okay, it's like to this point, like we do at least in the beginning of our interview process, like someone from recruiting will meet with you.
Yeah.
And like give you an office tour. And like, didn't someone blow that off?
Yeah. No. We do note that like in the confirmation email, and we're like, hey, your interview starts at 10, but like with the attorney, but at 9:55, we're going to give you an office tour and the confirmation. And this candidate just like didn't show up for the meeting with recruiting and the office tour. And we were like, okay, that's weird. And they show up and just said nothing about it. No, like, I'm so sorry. Like, I didn't realize. Like, I mean, that's happened before. People like, I'm so sorry. I didn't realize I was just reading it and I'm late. And like, okay, like, that's fine. No big deal. But you just say nothing, like you blew us off.
Yeah.
So that was weird. And we were like, okay, did you not read? And so then it gets into a question of like, okay, well, detail-orientedness. Did you not read your confirmation email? Or did you, even worse, did you read it and just not care about the officer? Like, I
pray tell.
Yeah, like, I don't want to think the worst, but at the same time, like, what happened here? So if you say nothing about it, like, that's also, I would say, like, no. Yeah. Like, say something, acknowledge it, and be like, even if you missed it, you're like, I'm so sorry. Like, I just didn't realize. And, like, it's not a big deal. But, yeah, to say nothing was, like, it was weird. I don't know.
Did they get an offer?
No.
Yeah.
That
Surprise.
was like, goodbye.
Yeah. It's not only just about recruiting. I think firms assess, like, how you're going to be collaborative and how you're going to treat people both, like, internally at the firm and then clients and those pieces. And, like, it's recruiting, I think, for us that you're going to have so many touch points with us. And so that's why, like, it's going to get reflected a lot in the file if it's a recruiting thing. But just generally, like, from the reception to security, like, everything.
Yeah, I mean, culturally, like, at Goodwin specifically, obviously we can talk to that. But also at other firms that I've worked at, like, everyone's treated the same. It's not like, oh, attorney versus like go team or, admin, whatever you call it. I know different firms call it different things. Everyone's treated the same. So you should act as such and treat everyone the same, not just, turn it on for the partners and the associates, or flip. Like, I've had people turn it on for partners and not associates, and associates are like, that was the worst interview I've had.
Don't you love that
and
when you read the feedback and it's so like polarizing where it's like the associates are like, oh man, this person was awful, and the partners are like, best person I've seen this cycle, and you're like,
Yeah.
The math's not mathy.
Yeah. No, but definitely like a huge red flag when that happens.
Yeah. No, I think that's a really good point.
Yeah. Yeah. So just to bring it back full circle, back to recruiting.
Back to us.
Back to us. Legal recruiters are your advisors throughout the whole recruiting process, but also the summer program and then
beyond.
And beyond, honestly. Even when you come on as first years, like, we're always there. Just to wrap up, that's the role of legal recruiters.
When in doubt, reach out.
When in doubt, reach out.
That's another mantra.
Yep, we love a mantra on the show, as you guys will be seeing, in other episodes. And subscribe.
Like and subscribe.
And we hope you tune in for, the next episode.